Hello there, everyone. Alex here with Lucksack Games, here for the next round of this Legacy Preliminary against Limp 22. Unfortunately on the draw, but we're going to go ahead and keep this hand. See what the opponent leads off on. Underground Sea, probably Thoughtseize. Maybe it's Storm, maybe it's Delver. Ooh, Cabal Therapy. Sure, opponent. Sure, what are you going to go ahead and name? What are you going to go ahead and name with that Cabal Therapy? Ooh, way off, opponent. Way off. We're not a Brainstorm deck. That's silly. Brainstorm. Pfft. No way. Alright, our turn. So draw. Against Cabal Therapy makes me think they're Dredge, but Underground Sea is weird. Maybe they're Reanimator. I feel like the land is Chalice of the Void on one here, so I'm going to go ahead and Mox Diamond, pitch a City of Traders. Cast Chalice of the Void on one. Playing around Days. Is this good, opponent? Alright, cool. I think we just pass the turn. Then next turn we can double Wish, Sylvan Scrying and Living Wish, and get our combo in play. We still don't know what the opponent's doing yet. So let's find out what they're up to. We cleverly hid the Chalice of the Void on top of our deck, so our opponent didn't even have the option of naming it. Excuse me? Alright, that's an Altar of Dementia. Alright, so the opponent's some sort of Hogak Brew, probably. Because that's what Modern paired with until Bridge from Below was banned, so let's go ahead and start with a Sylvan Scrying. Go ahead and grab a Thespian Stage. Play Thespian Stage. Play Mox Diamond. Get City of Traders. Cast Living Wish. Go get Dark Depths. Alright, it'll be the opponent's turn. If I had sequenced that a little differently, I could grab Bog, but I don't think that's that good here compared to just grabbing the Dark Depths. So we have Dark Depths, opponent. You have 2 turns. 2. Two turns. See what you can do. I'm not too sure. I know in the modern version, Chalice of the Void for 1 was a huge, major shutdown. But I don't know in Legacy. I imagine it's got to be just as bad, if not worse. But the answers have to be just as good. So, see if we get a Chalice Assassin's Trophy and then die. For example. Example of things that can happen to us. Ooh, second Altar. That's not killing us yet. Second Dark Depths. That's not super ideal, but let's go ahead and play Dark Depths and pass. Do it during their end step, just in case they happen to have like a Liliana, I guess. I don't really know. I guess only Assassin's Trophy stops us here. Blood Gas. Yeah, that doesn't do it, opponent. Oh, but that's something for them to sacrifice. Alright. 2 cards. Got a Bridge from Below. Unfortunately, the milling happens after the creature dies. So I guess they're going to probably go get a Dryad Arbor here. Sack that, make something. They might be able to kill us here still. We're hoping they don't. Well, let's see what they do. I assume Dryad Arbor's in our future. Unless it's in their hand. If it's in their hand, I don't think they've made a land drop yet this turn. Unfortunately for us, even if they only hit things like, yep, that does double duty because it brings back Bloodghast. We're just going to go ahead. I can't quite yield until next end step, because if they go to like Wasteland the Thespian stage, which I don't think is in the opponent's deck. Mill 2. Once Upon a Time Misty. That's fine. You can mill 3 more cards, opponent. I'm sorry, I lied. Double Gravecrawler. Alright, so this Chalice of the Void definitely doing some work, that's for sure. I assume they're looking for Narcomoebas of some sort. They mill 1, it's just a Marsh Flat, it's not a big deal. And this will be their last desperate mill 2, and hopefully it whiffs and then we kill them. That's the plan. And who says we don't have a plan? Pfft, we've got plans. We've got plans for days. Days is not our plan now. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So let's see. Against the opponent's deck. Do I want Spyglass for Altar? I think I might. The cool thing is we got to kill them without showing them we have Karn. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Crocus is probably fine. Ghost Quarter is probably irrelevant. Blast Zone, I'm not sure. This is either going to be great or terrible. We're going to go ahead and bring in... I'm going to bring in Tormod's Crypt, since Karn can also get Ensnaring Bridge. Seems good. Seems good. Alright, we have one more cut to make. Go ahead and cut one of the life from those. Any other changes we want to make? Do we want K-Grip? I don't think so. Do we want Bog? I think we do want Bog. I think we do want Bog, probably over one of these. Probably over one of these snow-covered forests. Let's go ahead and bring in a Bog. Alright, let's go. Let's go, opponent. Graveyard-based opponent. Alright, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. My apologies for an interruption in the middle of the video. Hopefully I'm back before our opponent is. Did I win? Did I beat my opponent back? I found this neat hat along the way. Turns out that's where I left it, is in the restroom. Story time for everyone that enjoyed that. Turn 2 Karn's also really decent against their Alter Dementia plan. Unfortunately, in this next game, just like in the first game, they got to be on the play, which means that they'll know what to name with Cabal Therapy. They'll probably name Chalice of the Void. Wonder if they're running Hollow Ones. Wonder if they're running Faithful Salutings. Don't know much about their deck, that's for sure. Of note, we cut a green source for this. I think we keep this. Mox Diamond, discard the bog, pick it back up. So let's try it like this. Alright, still resolving their mulligans and or pregame effects. It's kind of... It's not exactly frustrating. It's scary sometimes because the pregame effects could be... Oh, I'm still keeping on 7. I just have a Leyline of the Void. Stitcher's Suppliers, sure. Ball Therapy Hogak. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, the opponent's probably going to Cabal Therapy us here, which is fine. But that might lead me actually to just casting the Bog on one. Or, yeah, casting the Bog. Playing the Bog. You play land, you cast spells. I assume they're currently considering on what they're casting with the therapy, because, yeah, I was going to say, it's almost certain they're casting the therapy. A Gravecrawler, a second Hogak. Alright, that's fine. Let's see what they name. Chalice of the Void. Not this time, opponent. Told you they'd name it. I am a powerful wizard, and I knew what they would name on one. Alright, let's start with our pregame effect of you don't have a graveyard anymore. Alright, let's go ahead and Mox Diamond. Pitch Ancient Tomb, I guess. Then we can crop rotation. Well, we don't have to crop rotation yet. But we have crop rotation. So we can crop rotation away this bog is my thinking, and then pick it back up with Life in the Loam. If I can just keep doing that, the opponent's going to have a hard time. Alter? Unfortunately. Alright. Going to view our sideboard for this Living Wish. So we can't get Corrosion Grip, but we can get Reclamation Sage. Alright, let's go ahead and start by crop rotation away this Bojuka Bog. We don't want it anymore. I think we should get Ancient Tomb. Yeah. We can start trying to wasteland them out of the game, but I don't think that's where we want to be. Throwing Mox Diamond there feels pretty good. Alright, Mox Diamond. Discard Thespian Stage. Life in the Loam. Pick up our 3 lands. See if the opponent has Surgical or anything. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and play Living Wish. Yes. Living Wish is going to go get us Reclamation Sage. And then I'm going to play a Thespian Stage and pass the turn. So now the plan is that we're going to Rec Sage their land, or Rec Sage their altar. Yes, Rec Sage their altar. Go get Dark Depths, and then pass the turn. We could also alternatively, depending on the texture of how this next turn shakes up, just play Bojuka Bog, Rec Sage, and call that a turn. Or we can just go for the combo and pass the turn with the combo up. Alright, Bloodghast is cast. Sure. It's a good one to start with. Opponent mills Gravecrawler, Bloodghast. That's a good hit. So the opponent's probably going to recast the Gravecrawler since that's 2 cards as opposed to Dryad Arbor only being 1. Nope, with that sack, they are definitely going with the Dryad Arbor. They definitely know their deck better than I do, though. Getting back 2 Bloodghast there is pretty good value for them. Alright, let's just go ahead and yield through this turn, see how this turn ends up ending. They can still mill, they can still cast Gravecrawler. They have cast one creature this turn, and that's Bloodghast. Of note, they might get to 2 creatures. Alright, opponent. Now what? Now what? Looks like they're running the numbers as well. They don't have quite enough cards. They do if they sack these Bloodghasts to alter us. For all we know that the opponent's pulling up a hypergeometric and running the numbers on their likelihood of hitting. So ideally we miss on Bridge from Belows on both of these, and then what they can sack would be very marginal. Hogak would be bad for us to turn over. Bridge from Below would be bad for them to for us to turn over. If they mill a lot of cards into this known Bojuka Bog, though, that's pretty good for us. While Therapy's taking away Rex Sage, that's pretty reasonable. Yep. Yep. Second Therapy is going to take away our Living Wish. Yep. It's a pretty good line from the opponent. Alright. Let's go ahead and dredge, because there's more things we can dredge into than draw. City of Traders, additional life from the loam. Alright. Bog you. Life in the loam, targeting City of Traders. I don't think that's any good. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Thespian Stage copying Bog, of note, does nothing. Hey, we have a new subscriber over in YouTube land. Lumbar, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on the Lucksack Legion. Stitcher's Supplier, that's a pretty good one for them to have. Mills the Bridge from Below, that's scary. That's terrifying for us. Alright, so the opponent's pretty clear to go for you. Alright, let's go ahead and let the opponent do their thing. Alright, cool. None of those were an additional Bridge from Below or Hogak, which would have been real bad for us. Depending if the opponent has a land in hand or not, depends if this Bloodghast is coming back. Worst case scenario for us is it's a fetch line that can fetch green. Alright, opponent's going to get in there for 2 before they sack their Bloodghast. Seems pretty reasonable to me. Yep. Opponent mills Assassin's Trophy. Ooh, that's a good one to know about. And Vengevine's in the grave. Alright, opponent. Do I want Thespian Sage to copy anything? Yeah, I'd like Thespian Sage to start producing green, so we're going to go ahead and copy this by you. Let's go ahead and mill 3 here. Double Karn. Well, that's not exactly what we were looking for. Go ahead and pass to this turn. Karn would have been great there too, because they still have Alter up. It's a little scary that they now know about it. Coming in for 4. Sure. Sure. You out of gas, opponent? No, you are not. Nope. Second altar. Sure. Alright, let's just take a draw step here. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this life from the loam into the grave. Oh, that second one has to be green. Alright, let's pass to the turn. Of note, we can also copy this blast zone to clear out these tokens, since this will not enter with the charge counter. It will cost us our Bayou, but I think that's probably a worthwhile exchange. See what the opponent's doing. If we manage to clear out the Altar of Dementias and the tokens, I feel like we're in an okay spot, even with this Bloodghast coming back and these other things in the graveyard. Alright, opponent, let's find out what you're doing. Let's see, it's 2 to copy that, 2 to put it on, so we're taking 4 this turn, plus 4 more is 8, puts us at 4, which means we can only use the 2 one more time. Just some quick maths for how much mana we'll have access to. Depending, of course, the opponent may choose to sacrifice these zombies trying to go for some sort of Vengevine attack. There's nothing we can do about this attack, so why bother? All right, end step. Copy. Add a charge counter. We're only at 4 life, which means that Vengevines are pretty scary, Bloodghasts have haste, etc, 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 etc. Alright, milled City of Traders crop rotation, not exactly ideal. Alright, so let's start with Blast Zone. No, I lied. Starting with this Blast Zone. So it's going to destroy everything that costs 0, including our diamonds. I'll play this. Sacrifice this. Get their altars. And pass turn. Alright, so we do need to hit a green source or in order to start going off with life in the loam again, or we need to hit a Karn off the top, which is a little rough with how many Karns we've already milled. See what the opponent grabs with Once Upon a Time. Ideally a whiff. Ideally a whiff. Bloodstained Mire is not a whiff because they have Bloodghast, and that puts us to dead. So, well played, opponent. Alright, let's begin sideboarding. Is there anything we wish to change? I don't think so. Alright, let's run it back. Let's run it back. It's a little unfortunate we lost our diamonds too, but I still think that that was the correct play. Because by eliminating all their tokens first, I mean, it puts them all the way down, and then taking out their altars, they basically have to hit the land for the Bloodghast. We didn't have any way to get rid of the bog in order to buy it back, so we only got to do it once. We do have crop rotations in order to find it. Unfortunately, the opponent did get to see the Karn that game, so they will know that something's up there. And unfortunately, Karn being known about reduces its value substantially. Looks like the opponent is reboarding because of it, for example. I have to wonder if I just... Nah, this is fine. Would you like to play first? That we would. Turn 1 Karn Great Creator. I'm in. I am in for a turn 1 Karn Great Creator. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. The other half of the deck. Yeah. Alright, I'm hyped. You have my attention, deck. You have my attention. If we draw another piece of fast mana, we might be able to Lattice Lock as early as turn 2. I'm sorry, what was that? Turn 2 Lattice Lock? That seems kind of nuts. Alright, Ancient Tomb, Mox Diamond. I think we just go ahead and discard Depths here. Alright, cast Karn. Let's go ahead and start by minusing Karn, because none of their 1-drops, I believe, have haste. I'm going to go ahead and grab Liquid Metal Coating here. The opponent's likely going to Cabal Therapy to take it away, but that's fine. Our real target is the Trinisphere we'll be casting next turn. What have you, opponent? What do you have against our turn 1 Karn Great Creator? And if they don't have the discard spell? Ooh, if they don't have the discard spell. Alright, looks like they do have the ooh, Careful Study. Careful Study means that they do not have the discard spell. Well, that might just be the game. Discard Bridge from Below and Hogak. Yep. Yep. Alright. Maybe the opponent has like Force of Vigor. Alright, so next turn we get to go for Lattice. I can play a Force this turn and have, yep. Let's go ahead and cast Liquid Metal Coating. Take away their Underground Sea. And pass the turn to the opponent. Oh, that's cute. I didn't realize that interaction, but it does make it into an artifact creature. Yes, it does. Alright. Alright, that was cute. That was cute. Did not realize that interaction. Today I learned. For those of you that don't know what just happened, this turns it into an artifact, and this turns it into a creature, which means it's a creature when it dies, which means Bridge from Below will trigger. Alright, opponent's going to cast Hogak here. And get back a Vengevine. Wow. Wow. Yep. I may have lost this game. Real bad for us. If I had just gone with the Trinisphere instead, I think we would have been way ahead. Yeah, because we're going to take lethal damage over 2 turns. Well played, opponent. That was a hell of a match. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Alex here with the Lucksack Legion, here with Lucksack Games. Wishing you all an awesome day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Lumbar, thank you for being our most recent subscriber. Alex here with Lucksack Games, wishing you an awesome day.